Hi everyone, Mike here, K8MRD Radio Stuff. It is July 3rd, 2018, and I've been working the 13 Colonies event with the 891 because I use that as my main base rig as well. I've kind of retired the 450, but the one thing that I could never figure out how to do is get the 891 to talk to my logging software. I use a program called Aether, or Aether, something like that. I've tried Mac Logger DX. I don't feel like spending $100 for software. Although I can run Windows through VirtualBox, I absolutely loathe it. I think it's the worst software on the face of the earth. I just figured out how to get my 891 to talk to my program Aether. Aether. I'll show you guys. Thanks to Mac Logger DX help page, I found the driver for Mac for the 891. It's not available from Yaesu. They only have a Windows version. So I had to use, my program thinks I'm using a 991. But once I downloaded the driver, set Aether rig control to look for a 991, bam, everything popped up. So I don't care about rig control. I don't care about FL Digi or FL Rig, any of those programs. I really like this Aether program. It's outdated. The guy hasn't updated it in God knows how long, but it's simple. The user interface is clean, and there's a lot of features that I like from this program specifically over the other ones. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles. It doesn't have like a gray line map and this, that, and the other thing. But it has everything that I need, and what I was missing was just the ability for it to know what frequency I'm on. So now I figured out how it can follow whatever frequency. I could care less about rig control. I don't have a problem doing this. But what was a minor nuisance was that every time I made a QSO with the 991 in this program, I had to enter the frequency, the mode, the power, all that stuff, along with the call sign, which obviously you got to enter a call sign, but it used to do that, all of that stuff other than the call sign for me on my 450. Now it works on the 891, so with just a USB cable from the back of the 891 into I have a 2012 MacBook Pro. So I'm going to show you guys the software I'm using. I'm going to show you where to go to Mac Logger DX to get the driver, and maybe we'll tool around a little bit with the software and get you guys going. As far as I know, there are 0 videos anywhere on how to get a Yaesu FT-891 to talk to a Mac. So hopefully this is a first. Okay, so lest anyone think they can't do this, they can. So this cable right here, this is going to the signal link. There it is. That's what does that thing. But this black one right here, this is going directly out of the USB out. Okay. And it's going, I'll yank the cable out. The mess of cables that I have. It's going right into the 15.4-inch MacBook Pro with Retina display. And here's a little bee nectar meadery plug. My brother owns this place. They make great mead. So I'm going to show you how to find it and how to set it up. All right, so the first thing we want to do, I opened up Mac Logger DX. I went to Help, not QuickTime, duh. Help, Mac Logger DX Help. Connect your radio to your computer. What driver do I need? Blah, blah, blah. This right here, USB UART bridge, you want to click here, right here. So you click that, wait for it to open. All this Windows garbage. Oh, Macintosh. Click this right here. It'll take a couple seconds to download. I already got it. Double click that. Install it, do all the agree stuff. Very, very simple. There's nothing to configure. Just hit agree and go through it. I already did it, so, oh well, what will it do? Who cares? So it does all that stuff, and that's it. So now you can close all this. You have the driver. Oh, you got to do this. You got to actually install it and then continue. So I just clicked this. It opened this box. If you don't see it, go to your downloads folder. Whoops. Go to your Finder. Downloads. Silicon Lab. Open that. And there it is. So just double click that and hit agree. Let it install. Do all that stuff. And you're done. Close MacLogger DX forever. Now, the program I use is this right here, Aether. And I like this program. Let's just show you a new one here. So this is it. This is the entire program. And I like this because it's super easy. So the first time you go in here, you'll go to Preferences, General, whatever you want to do here. This is how I have mine set. Logging, whatever you want to do for this. Ham QTH you can set up so if you type in someone's call sign, it'll automatically enter all the info into this area here, which is nice. I don't want to have to muck around with a bunch of stuff. It automatically pulls it. QSL, I don't really care about any of this. Well, yeah, I do. So you type in your Logbook of the World username and password. I unchecked the automatically sync because I don't want it to automatically sync with Logbook of the World. In case I screw something up, I don't want to have erroneous logs in my logbook. So I do them manually. You can check this if you want, and after a certain amount of time, it'll just automatically upload them to Logbook of the World. And then it has awards tracking. I've never used this, but it's there. But the point of this, and I'll show you more about this software in a minute, you'll notice down here, it's got my frequency, although it doesn't actually have it right now for some reason, but we'll get there. So you go to Rig Control, Yaesu, notice there is no 891. I just said Yaesu and Siri thought that was her. But I was just screwing around and I hit 991. Serial port. When we have these two, I use the USB to UART. I don't know what the 4 is. I just clicked that and it worked. My baud rate's at 4800. Whatever, just check your radio, see what it is, set it to that, and close it. That's it. So I did quit the program. I don't care about any of that. And then I reopened it. And there it is. It's got the frequency I'm on, so I'm going to change the frequency on the radio, 2978, and it tracks it. Okay. So that's what I was missing. So let's say I'm going to log a new QSO. Let's just pick, let's do Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey. Hit enter. Automatically populates all this stuff. If they're in there, some DX contacts aren't in there, so I'll look them up on QRZ and I'll have to type them in anyway. But notice the frequency, the band, the power of my radio, the mode. This I don't really muck with at all, but you can do, you can just set that. It doesn't do anything. It tells you how far away it is, the heading, lat, longitude, everything. So it's really cool. So the main reason I like this program over, somebody just suggested on my YouTube channel last night that I download this Skookum logger, and just to show you what I have on my computer. So I've got Skookum Logger, JT Bridge, Mac Logger DX, RTL TCP, that's for that stupid dongle, WSJTX, that works. Cubic SDR, that's garbage. Rumlog NG, haven't figured out how to use that. So there's a lot of programs. This is all the FL Digi crap. There's a lot of programs that you can get for Mac, but they don't really, they're not very user intuitive. I'm not a computer guy. I kind of just figure it out by myself. Oh look, MacLogger DX wants to update. Go away. Whoops, later, I don't care. Close this stupid program. MacLogger DX is a good program, but it's $100, and I don't want to spend $100, so let's delete this. So, all right, let's check. So let's say, tell you what, let's open, here's the cool part. Let's open a DX file. So I only run this in demo mode, so I can only log 30 QSOs per saved file, but I'm fine with that. That doesn't bother me. I open up a new one, so you can see this is DX3. I got 13 colonies, HF8, 7, 6, 5, etc. So that's how I save them, and they're uploaded to QRZ and Ham Radio or Logbook of the World. So I don't really need to have more than 30 in there. So the cool thing about this is what this program does. So here you can see Loro. I've worked him a few times when I've been out in the parks, just doing QRP, and you'll see it doesn't populate any of his stuff. But if you're highlighted on a contact, you go up here to QRZ page, it'll automatically go to their QRZ page. So you can find all the information, copy and paste if you want, whatever. And there it is. So I don't care about that. He's in Italy. Let's see here. I worked New Zealand. This guy named Dirk, who's actually from, I think the Netherlands, was in New Zealand. I worked him on FT8. Actually, here, let's go. So Azores. That's cool. So you can click on here. So you can check out their QRZ page. You can see he's 2,902 miles away. This right here, if you click that, will take you right to Google Maps to where they are. And there it is. Sometimes they're not exact. So there's his, whoops. So there's where he is. So you can go and zoom out. I just think this is neat to see how far away they are. So there's roughly Detroit, Michigan, where I am. And it just brings you right there. I think that is just so neat. So that's why I like this program. Now, getting back to the whole uploading to Logbook of the World thing. So let's say I just logged this guy. If I right-click it, this online QSL, if you click that, this whole window goes away and another window pops up that says successfully logged to Logbook of the World. And then you can go, however long it takes Logbook of the World to update. It's automatically in there. So if you want to do multiple QSOs, so let's say, let's say you start a new one, maybe you're doing some contesting, whatever. If you just type in, so okay, at MRD, that's me. Here we'll do Jason, who's in my first video. Whoops. So you can see, okay, at MRD, there's me. All right, new QSO, W8ZZU. Let's do Whiskey 8 Mike Sierra Charlie, whatever, all of that. If you hit this sync online QSLs, it'll upload everything in here to Logbook of the World in one fell swoop. Now, if you've already added this one manually, you can just say, let's just highlight both of these. If you hit online QSL, sync selected QSOs with logbook of the world, it'll just do those two. So let's delete all those because we didn't actually make any contacts. But so it updates the time. So the only thing now that here, we'll watch the frequency change again. So let's say I'm doing this. Here, I'll change the power on the radio real quick. HFSSB power. Let's go down to 50. See, you can already see it changing down here. Now we're on 50 watts. All right, so that's cool. Let's say I'm going to hit the AB button. Now I'm on 40 meters. Automatically there. The LSB, I'll do it again. This changes from USB to LSB. And it thinks I'm using the 991. All I care about is this stuff right here. The frequency, the mode, and the power. Because when I enter in new QSO, K8MRD, it automatically does all of this stuff for me. And it fills in all of this stuff, which to me is cool. I want to know where a guy is. The other logging, rumlog, NG, whatever it is, I can't figure out how to get this to work for the life of me. I tried to get the other software. Last night I downloaded this, but it was like 12 o'clock and I had to go to bed because I had to work at 7 o'clock this morning. So I couldn't spend enough time to get it to work. And for what my needs are, this Aether program is the best program out there. Like I said earlier, it has not been updated in God knows how long. I've been using this program since I got my General a little over a year ago, and it works great for me. So if you don't use this program, hey, whatever works for you, that's cool. But to get the 891 to talk to the Mac, you just get that driver, this Silicon Labs driver, and everything is good to go. So if I missed anything, if you want to shoot me an email or something, whatever, if you have any other questions, I'm happy to help. This Aether program, however, if you go to the App Store, it'll show it's $35. Whoops, how did I spell that? A-E-T-H-E-R. A-E-T-H-E-R. It might not even be on it. So here it is. $39 for software that has not been uploaded ever. So don't download it from the Mac App Store. Download it from Aether logging software. If you just download it from, let's see, aetherlog.com, right here. If you go to here where it says download, well, it's already downloading. I didn't want to do that. But at any rate, that's where you go to download it. You don't have to pay for it. You can purchase it here if you want. And from what I understand, the only thing that purchasing it does is allows you to have unlimited contacts where you're limited to 30. But all I do is I save my file after I have 30 contacts. Well, I save it anyway, but I make a new file after 30 contacts. So, see, look. Lion. Wow. However old that is. You can see here what it supports. Elecraft, ICOM, Kenwood, blah, blah, blah. All of these features are available on the free version, so check out just a few of Aether's features below. Click the download link above to try it out. So if you download it, you get the free version, and that's it. So aetherlog.com, that's where I got it. So I hope this helps. If this only helps one person, I'll be happy, because I could not find anywhere on the internet how to get the Yaesu 891 to talk to a Mac, and that is the driver. So without any further ado, 7-3, thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the bell, you'll get my notifications when I make new videos, and ham it up, guys. Thanks for watching. K8MRD.